I want to ask a couple of questions. Why do people lie? Why is lying such a profound thing that just everyone is like, yes, this is cool, this is awesome, I love that this is cool? More so, it's become normalized in a really weird way. What I'm meaning is like, okay, your friend's going down to the beach and they're like, "Man, do I look cute?" And you're like, "Yeah, thumbs up." And they're the most hideous thing you've ever seen in your life. Those sorts of lies I can kind of understand and be like, okay, yeah, it's to help them boost their self confidence, all that sort of stuff. And you're not going to be like, no, no, dude, you look like shit. That part I do understand. But the type of lies that I don't is where it's like people talk so big. They're like, yeah, I can do this and this and this. And then they can't, or they lie about being able to do that sort of thing in the way that's like they can't even, they don't know how to, they can't do it, they, on and so forth. I know part of it is also compulsive lying. Growing up, I used to lie all the time because I thought it was cool because like man, I can get attention. I didn't get enough attention at home. And so I would lie and talk very big and make these things up because it made me seem cooler. But that was when I was a kid. Now, why would I do that? I don't need to seem cool, or at least I don't think I do. And so I don't lie like that anymore. Because what is the point of that? I'm wrong half the time. Sure, I'll completely admit that. I can be wrong. But I don't actively lie. At least not that I'm aware of. Well, I do still sometimes white lies. I mean, like I said beforehand, I do understand those types of lies because, like, it's to help other people boost self confidence, boost self awareness, that sort of thing. But I'm not going to lie about, oh yeah, I watched this show last night. Like, what's the point of that? I understand it's like maybe you're trying to push a narrative, like if you're a comedian. Like, yeah, my girlfriend did said this the other day. It's like, A, dude, you don't have a girlfriend, and B, that story happened about 3 months ago. Like, there's a little bit of showmanship there, which I'm fine with, and it's for a show. But not if you're communicating with someone on like a personal level. I also don't understand the type of lies where it's actively harmful to the point where you're just making more issues for yourself later down the line, which I guess is still tying into like the why would you lie about this thing? More so in my current situation, my current living situation, I have two roommates. Neither of them wash their hands. And it's so fucking infuriating because it means I can't eat the food in my own house if it's been here for longer than 24 hours because I can't trust if it's clean food. And I've brought this up a handful of times, and then it just gets brushed off about like, why are you being so nosy? And it's like, no, this is this is my own. This is my safety. This isn't being nosy. This is safety issues because it's wash your fucking hands after you wipe your ass, dude. You why would you lie about washing your hands? Because they say that they do, but they don't. Because I hear them go into the bathroom, take a shit, flush the toilet, stand there for 20 seconds, and then leave. The reason I know this, that they just stand there and not do anything for 20 seconds, is because I go into the bathroom. Because I have to puke because I made the mistake of eating something that was in the house, and then I go to the sink, and the sink is bone dry. This has happened this morning. Why do they feel the need to lie about washing their hands? That's the part that I'm really not understanding and I can't wrap my head around. Why is that okay? I've brought that up to them multiple times too, but I'm being nosy and too ridiculous, and it's like, no, dude, it's self-preservation at this point. Why would you lie and try to make it okay that you don't wash your hands after taking a shit and then going to make food? Especially if you're going to make food. It's food. You put it back in your mouth. Why would you wipe your ass then touch a sandwich? uh, I, as you can tell, this one gets me going because it's fucking food, and it's your hands that are probably covered in taint and other sorts of fluids that I don't want to know. So I can't trust the food in my house because I can't trust that their hands are clean. Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they probably don't wash their hands after cleaning the litter box either. So then there's also like other like cat stuff in there too. I just why? Why do you do this? Why is it okay to try and push someone else being at fault for them caring about their own safety? And why is the lying okay for that? This one I think I want to actually ask for some feedback on in like in the comments or something, because like I don't, am I crazy or am I actually being in the wrong here? I genuinely don't know here. That's all I have. I